Double pay for SSI, Supplemental Security Income. And if you're anybody that collects benefits from the Social Security Administration, including SSI, disability, retirement, veterans benefits, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. I'm going to be covering for you the amounts that you can expect in the month of June. We're going to be covering the calendar, the pay dates that you can expect to receive your benefits, and also we are hearing that things might get disrupted if we do not see the debt ceiling increase. But at this present time, it looks like we might have a deal by this weekend. Today, they're going to be taking up legislation for a vote in the House of Representatives. And also stick around to the end, because if you have not heard, there is new traction on a bill to solve the solvency issue and increase benefits, the minimum PIA up to $485 of an increase, which means anybody that's around that amount, we're going to be seeing increases. And in addition to that, this legislation, the Social Security 2100 Act, is proposing across the board increases along with several other items to reform Social Security. You're not going to want to miss it. Stick around to the end for updates on that. But you guys, let's dive right in, get you caught up on all the latest with Social Security, what's taking place right now, and what to expect in the month of June. And before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget, smash the like button. Just takes a second. Thank you so much. Helps out the channel a ton. And if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified of updates. And if you got any specific questions for me and you want to get in contact with me directly, you can go ahead and do so by clicking the join button, becoming a member, supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. I hope it's a blessing to you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into this article that just came out today about double pay for SSI. All right, so as you guys know, I put the articles on the screen. I link them in the description so you can read them for yourself and read right from them so you know it's the latest. So take a look at this article just came out today that says double Social Security payments in June of 2023. Who will receive them? The amounts, the pay dates, everything. The Social Security Administration will send double Social Security payments to certain beneficiaries in June, and that's going to be SSI, just to clarify. This is not disability or retirement. The double payments for the calendar schedule is going to be for SSI. We explain who will receive these two checks and when, and yes, we're going to cover the calendar payment schedule for all beneficiaries so you can know when to expect your benefits. Now, each month, the Social Security Administration sends Social Security checks and makes payments for Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, in addition to distributing disability and survivors benefits. The SSA is preparing to send out June benefits, and certain beneficiaries will receive a double payment next month. Here's who's eligible, the amounts, the payment dates, and why sometimes two payments are made. Now, the article says that Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, recipients will receive two payments in June. This is just a feature of the distribution schedule. So just to clarify, you're not getting a bonus check or an extra check. This is just as a result of the distribution schedule, which leaves beneficiaries receiving two checks some months, followed by a month with no checks. So you'll get double checks in June, no check in July. SSI payments are scheduled to be sent out on the first day of each month. In case the first day of the month falls on a weekend, the payment is going to be sent ahead of the previous month. To be specific, if the first day falls on a Saturday or a Sunday, the payment for that month is sent the Friday before in the previous month. This is the situation in June, which is why some will receive two checks for SSI. Now, SSI amounts, the average Supplemental Security Income, or SSI payments, are around $650. Now, the maximum benefit is $914 per month for an individual and $1,371 for a married couple, where both spouses are eligible for the program. So that is the maximum amounts, and $650 is the average. Double Supplemental Security Income SSI payment in June. June's SSI payment will be issued on the first day of the month, and an additional payment will be sent out on June 30th, intended for July's payment. Now, this second payment is scheduled for the last Friday of June, as the first day of July falls on a Saturday, and as a result, SSI recipients can expect two payments in June, but none in July. And this pattern will continue in September and December of 2023. Here is the schedule of the months in which SSI recipients will receive double payments. So first we've got June, and we'll cover all of these dates for you guys. 1st of June, Supplemental Security Income, or SSI recipients will receive their payments. June 2nd, payees who began receiving payments before May of 1997. June 14th, beneficiaries with a date of birth between the 1st and the 10th. June 21st, beneficiaries with a date of birth between the 11th and the 20th. June 28th, beneficiaries with the date of birth between the 21st and the 31st. And June 30th, SSI recipients will receive their July payment, so there is that second SSI payment in the month of June. Now, a lot of people have been asking, are there going to be disruptions to this as a result of the debt ceiling crisis? Well, at this present time, we have not yet defaulted. We have heard that the X date is June 5th. So if we get past that point and we default, then we could see potentially disruptions. Now, there's a little bit of controversy as to when disruptions would take place for Social Security. There's laws that state that the Social Security benefits must still go out, yet at the same time, there's also laws that say we cannot spend if there is nothing to give. So there's contradictory laws. And also, in addition to that, a lot of people are reporting that the payments are 1 month delayed. So the June payments coming out are as a result of May, which means that if we default in June, the disruption might take place in July with delays. Now, we will see, or hopefully we don't find out. Hopefully the debt ceiling will be raised in time, which I'm optimistic. Congress understands the severity of what's taking place. We will reach a deal this week. We pretty much have this week to get something done. I will keep you up to date. If by chance the worst happens, I will make sure that you guys have the latest information here on the channel. Now, in addition to June, we also have this taking place in September. As you can see, the first SSI payments go out on the 13th. Those with birthdays between the 1st and the 10th get their checks. 11th and the 20th birthdays, they're going to get it on the 20th of September. And birthdays between the 21st and the 31st, they get their checks on the 27th. And on the 29th, SSI recipients will receive their October payment, so they'll get 2 checks in December. And in December, this will also happen again. And here you can see on the screen the payment dates and distributions. So double checks in these months. Now, in addition to that, I've let a lot of people know here on the channel that 2023 is the year of Social Security reform. We've seen this pushed by Congress quite a bit, and now we're starting to see the reintroduction of a lot of legislation to reform everything. Now, back in February, I reported to you that Bernie Sanders had reintroduced the Social Security Expansion Act, which across the board proposed an additional $200 per month and wanted to extend the solvency by changing taxation for an additional 75 years. However, here's the issue. The tax brackets that were proposed in the bill did not match the requests of President Joe Biden, who said he did not want to add 1 penny of taxation to anybody making under $400,000 a year. The tax bracket in that bill was $250,000. So he said there were going to be a lot of people that would feel like the promise that Joe Biden had made was broken, which there's a lot of people that feel like that's already taken place since he had promised a $200 per month increase to Social Security benefits that still has not been fulfilled. However, the new legislation that has just been reintroduced that I've been keeping you up to date on is the Social Security 2100 Act, introduced by Representative John Larson. And if you missed his speech, man, I am going to put a link for you guys. It was powerful as to why we need to do this and now to help out those who have paid into Social Security their entire lives, and now they're depending on these benefits, and we need to make sure that they get the benefits that they deserve. Now, the 2100 Act. Also, I've let you guys know about the minimum payment increase that is around $485. Now, there's been articles that came out that said $440, but that was from information back from 2021. And the latest 2023 information is showing that it's actually a larger increase. So that's some pretty incredible news for those receiving those minimum benefits. And we're also hearing about benefit increases across the board with this piece of legislation. So to get the latest on that and find out what's going on, be sure to check out these videos right here as I cover it in detail. So check out that next. And also, as more information comes out on Social Security, Congress, what's happening with the debt ceiling, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. But that is the latest on the payment schedules, double pay for SSI. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.